Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, and thank you for tuning in to another Patriot Plumber Report. That's a tongue twister. Hey, well, I'm making another video because today I had this huge long conversation with a friend of mine, and we were just talking about, bug out bags. What do we have that we can put in a bag to where we know that we're gonna have the essential needs? So it just made me start thinking, okay, what do I have? Do I have this? Do I have that? You might think you have it, but then when it came time in an emergency situation and you didn't know you had it, that's why it's so prepared to go around your house, and say, okay, where's this? Where's my axe? Or, where's my saw? Or, where's my knives? So many different things could be going through your head. And in an emergency situation, instead of just going out to your garage, boom, it's right there, you're good to go, So this is why I'm making the video. So I put some things out on my table that I know that I would want to throw in my bag. And, and I'm just going to show you the things that I personally got. I got a lot of my stuff from My Patriot Supply. I'm not getting paid by them. I wish I was, but hey, I just like their products. And I like their foods, and I just like it. Anyway, so a lot of the stuff that I got through them, and some other stuff I got, through Bluetti, which you've all have seen my videos and all that stuff. So hold on, and let me show you what I'm gonna put in my bug out bag. Now it's not all of it, because there's so much things I didn't want to bring in from the garage and lay it all out. I didn't want to bring in my axe or my my saws and stuff like that, because I know where they're at and they're in my garage and all that stuff. But the other things, I just wanted to make sure that I had a bag ready. Now, when I say have a bag ready for myself, you got to think about then your kids or your spouse and all that stuff. So if you're going to prepare for one bag, you might as well prepare for all of them, just so that, if that day comes, everybody's got their bag, everybody can be ready. So give me a second, I'm going to pause it, and I'll show you what's on my table. Okay, folks, here's a little bit of the stuff that I'm going to show you and talk to you about. It's stuff that you should have in your bug out bag. Okay. You need lights. So if you can find any kind of rechargeable battery, that has at least 500 to 700 to even 1,000 loops, so you can light up everything, get yourself some lights, flashlights, headlamps, all that stuff. Little camping stove. This is amazing. You just throw your stuff in there, put your pot up in there, boom, you've got your stove. Your first aid kit. Now this is just the basic first aid kit. So like if you were going on a couple day trip and all that stuff, it's good to have that. But if you want something in your bug out bag, you're going to want to go with the bigger size. Also, I have another stove. It's always good to have two, so you can have a backup. Now the cool thing about this stove is it comes with this little battery pack. Now you can hook it up to just your solar pack, which I have right there. And it has a built-in fan. So that's pretty cool. But, if the fan breaks and all that stuff, I still have another stove. Got to have your pots and pans. Now, here's another good thing. Let's move this stuff out of the way. Water treatment. You've got to have pure water. You got to have clean water. It is so important, you guys, to make sure if you need to, take some water out of a river, lake, whatever, stream, puddle, you'll be able to drink it and not have to worry about it. Now over here, you have to have your fire starter. It is a must. If you think you're going to rely on a lighter or matches all the time, you got another thing coming. So it's always good to have, your fire starter. Okay, playing cards. Now, here's the cool thing about these playing cards. It's gonna teach you all the edible stuff that you can find in the forest or around your states. So you're gonna learn and have fun playing cards at the same time. Always good to have a little drinking cup. Okay, so Here we go, a little solar radio, so you can always hear the news or the emergency broadcasts. So that's a plus. It's always good to have a nice knife, nice sharp knife, for protection, whatever. I got other knives for that. Now, this is one of not Bluetti. This is one of My Patriot Supplies water bottles. It comes with the filter, and each one of the filters, I believe, is like 200 or 300 gallons. So you just, you can take that, fill it up in the creek, lake, put, wherever you can get your water from, and bam, you've got good drinking water. Right over here, this is always good. These are just emergency rations. So you know that you can always make sure that your stomach is full, because if you're walking or hiking, you need the energy. Survival shots, these are your vitamins and your minerals and all that stuff you're going to need too. Here's another water bottle that I got, which is really cool. It is UV. It cleans your water by UV, and it is also got a little USB cord. So if I got my little solar pack, I can charge that up anytime. Takes about 3 minutes. I did get this through Max Oak. So it's pretty cool. I'll leave the link below. Okay, so, and then I also have binoculars. You never know when you're going to need some binoculars. So depending on what kind of binoculars, that's all up to you. That's what I had around my house, so that's what's going to go in my bug out bag. Now, I've showed this before. This is a little fire starter, plasma lighter. So let me just show you. I'm pretty good. Boom. Okay. So let's get it going. That's on. There we go. This one has got a safety, so I got to do it just right. Boom. So there you go. Plasma lighter. And the cool thing about it is you just unscrew this part from here, and there's a USB cord or plug, so you can charge it up anywhere you want to go. Okay, so we're on to fire starter. I'm going to prop this up if I can, so you guys can kind of see all this stuff. It's always good to have waterproof matches. Then also get your waterproof container. Oh, I didn't close it all up, but make sure you get your waterproof container, because you want to keep those dry. This pack, I also got another plasma lighter, and I've showed these all off. I think they're pretty freaking amazing. I mean, bam, you've got flame. Now, am I going to always rely on this? No. I'm going to find other means. I've got lighters. I've got all kinds. I've got matches. If I had to learn how to use the spindle and rope, I'd learn how to do it. Then up at the top, I've got more fire starter, more of, the striker and all that good jazz. Dun, dun, dun. Let me just pull that out. And then I also got, and it's well worth it, these little packs of fire starters too. I mean, it's pretty freaking amazing what you can use this on. If you're in the snowy weather, rainy weather, I mean, you can put this right on. They show it. You can put it. I'll just show you the back of it. Boom. You just make your little pile, set it on fire, put your sticks, your twigs, anything. It's something to have. It's always good. And these ropes, I mean, these things are great. I mean, everybody's seen these rope ones. You just pull off a little bit, and bam, they're gonna be starting your fire up really good. And what's also cool is right on the end of this, that is to break glass. And that's pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool on this lighter. So you got the lighter, and then when you take this part off, it's a dry lock container. And what I did is I filled it up with some of that fire starter. So you've got flame, fire starter, all in one. You got to break some glass, boom, you're good to go. Don't forget about your charging cables. Yeah, it would really suck if you didn't have them, so make sure you have a backup. This stuff is great too. Toothpaste. You got to keep your teeth clean. Also, very important. I got one in my medical bag, but there's always room for backup. You know, these are going to keep you warm. You know, you could even make a little tent if you needed to, or reflect the, the sun off of you. There's so many different ways you can use this, but one important thing too is it's shiny. So if you're in an emergency, you know, people are going to be able to see you. Always good to have. I mean, I think this was like $1.99. No big deal. Okay, so I also picked up some of these straws. Each one of these straws is 300 gallons of water. Now you can just go right up and drink right off of it, you know. Pull the top and you just drink right away. Or the cool thing about it is you can hook it up to a water bottle, boom, and then you're golden. So, got a couple of those. This is always good to have, you know. It's just a little handsaw. So, you know, if I need to, you know, cut down some logs or trees. Now, it's not, you know, you're not going to cut down something really huge, but at least you can get, you know, your walls, you know, your top, all that stuff, if you're making any kind of shelter. So, that's great to have. I'm going to slide that over there. Okay, paracord. This is awesome. This stuff, 550 feet. Now, the cool thing about this is it's multi-purpose. You've got your rope. If you open up the rope, you've also got fishing line in here. And then there's also like a fabric in there, which is a fire starter. So you've got 3 different things. And I think I can show you. There you go. Red waterproof tinder cord. Then you got the braided fishing line up to, wow, 40 pounds. And then cotton thread for like sewing. Oh, so there's 4. So that's pretty cool. Throw that in your bag. I've got my fillet knife. So if I'm cooking up some fish, boom, I can make sure I get all of it. Hey, I also just threw in a couple flathead screwdrivers, heavy duty ones. You never know when you're gonna have to like scrape anything. It's always good to have your shovel. This one is a shovel, pickaxe, it's got a compass. Compass, always good to have. Backup lighter. And here is some of my stuff for my lantern. That recharges my batteries. That's my bracelet that has more paracord. And this is, everybody needs one of these. And that is a waterproof container. If you know what I mean, you got to have one of those and its brother to back it up. Okay, now you guys, I've talked to you about my AC 200 Max. You know, if I'm going to bug out, I know I'm going to be in my truck, so you might as well throw in some power and some solar, so at least wherever you go, you know. Now, yeah, water bottles. I kind of like went over the basic stuff so far, you know. Oh, also, throw in some of your MREs, you know. At least you're going to have some meals, you know, that's good. I also, let me grab it. I got a waterproof bag, so like if I have to go across a creek or something, I'll put all the stuff in here, the stuff that you don't want to get wet, put it in there, you know, so I can get across and then pull it out and be dry on the other end. But you know, this is just the start, you guys. And this Coleman light, this thing is cool. I picked it up because you can run either they're just the regular Coleman fuel, or you can run it off of gasoline. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. One or the other. But water purification. I have more tablets and stuff down in my basement. But this is just kind of like a basic... Oh, she's barking. Hold on. Anyhow. So, that's just kind of a basic bug out selection. Now, I'm sure there's going to be a lot more stuff that you can add to it. But I just wanted to kind of give you just a head start, and you can say, hey, I got that, you know, I can do that. And at least you'll start to think, okay, I know where it's at, let's get it all in one spot. just so that when the time comes, you're not fiddle farting around, you know where everything's at. So that's one of the key things of survival too, is making sure where all of your stuff is. If you don't know where it is, that's why I'm making this video, so that you can start focusing on the things that are going to keep your family safe. You know, your first aid kit. You know, like I said, this is just for, like, you know, basic. You know, I'm going to get the next one up. I think it's like 400 pieces. I think this is 200 pieces. I've added stuff to it. You know, your pots and pans. This is a priority, you guys. You know, and gals. Sorry. So look, this one that I just got, I've got a nice good, like, I don't know, saucepan. I could have this as a saucepan. Okay, I threw, see, I threw an extra, throw extra flame wherever you can, you know, you just never know. And so, it also has a nice little cup it came with. So I'm not sure if that's just like to scoop out what's in there so you can put it in your plate, which would just make a mess. And it also came with its own little scrubbing pad. So that's pretty cool. Also, you just never know when you're going to need a fork. Or a spoon. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I like that. I always liked Swiss Army knives when I was a kid. You know, I just, oh, whoa. Look at that. I just learned something cool. It separates so I don't have to flip it around. Way to go, My Patriot Supply. That's pretty cool. And I got a nice little sharpened knife. Can opener. Yep, that's good. But man, I'm pretty, I love figuring something out and going, oh, nice. Okay, that locks in. Right there, right there. Okay, I'll just stick that back in there. And then it comes with a nice good sized pot. Now, in one of my videos where I showed you how I stayed out in my shed and used my 600 watt electric space heater. Now, here's the thing, you guys. I just used that because that's all I had. But I've been finding some pretty cool videos where people have showed smaller little portable heaters that are like 300 watts. I mean, that would prolong the winter cold if you were, you know, in your tent or wherever you were at, you know, your truck, like I showed you in one of my other videos. So there's other things out there that you can get that will help out. But that's one of them. Your pots and pans, I mean, you got to have something to cook on. And even on little small day trips, you guys, you know. But the way the world's going right now, I make sure that you have it or you can get it. And you know, these right here, the survival shots, I mean, you know, making sure that this has a lot in it. I mean, pretty amazed of all of it. Yeah, made in the USA too. Love it. Okay, so we've got that. I showed you that. You know, these little camp stoves, these little solar camp stoves, I mean, they're lightweight. And I mean, this will cook everything. You know, I should have kept this out so I could show you, because they kind of make it as a combo. So let me just show you. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Boom. There you go. Throw your twigs in there. Throw your branches in there. Throw your fire starter in there. You're golden. So there's that. And it breaks down. It has its own little bag. So everything's compact. So, I mean, that's the one thing you got to make sure, you know, check your weight. You know, just don't start throwing freaking cast iron freaking pots in your backpack. You know, you got to make sure that you're going to be able to carry it. And see, with this, I mean, this is how fast it is to break down. and then the bag. That's it. And it's the size of an oversized coffee cup. Like if you're really into coffee and you got one of those big mugs, that's probably about the size of it. It's compact. Boom, you're good to go. You can put that in your pack anywhere. You know, flashlights, you guys, I mean, just throw it on your head and you're golden. Looks like I'm back at work. So you got your flashlights, you know, you've got your pew pew fishing pole, you know, always have your fishing pole and some tackle. You know, there's so many things, you know, but if you want to just get together, you know, a survival backpack, a survival kit, a survival tote, you can do that. I mean, you definitely can do that. I highly recommend that you do that. So definitely get your backpack or your tote or whatever kit you want to get available. Get it going. Make your list. If you don't have something, put it on there. Because there's all kinds of things that you can get and that you should get so that you're ready. Because I've been showing you guys it's good to have solar, you know. So if, you know, a winter storm or a blackout or a, you know, an earthquake, you know, you're prepared. You're taken care of. So this is kind of a little thing that I've kind of put together. Some of the things that I would put in my backpack that is going in my backpack. But, you know, there's that shovel that I was telling you about. You know, it'll turn into a tea shovel with a pick. I mean, it's cool. It also has a little compass on the bottom and all that stuff. Came with a really cool carrying case. You know, more flashlights, the better. This one is from My Patriot Supply 2. You can break glass. It's solar. It's got another compass on the bottom too. And what's really neat is you can also, let me see if I can do this. Am I that good? Yes. Boom. Okay. Boom. You can charge your phone. Not too bad, huh? Cool, cool, cool. So there's that. I mean, there's all kinds. Now, I'm telling you, you don't have to go to My Patriot Supply and order the same stuff as me, but it's going to give you an idea of what you're going to need, you know, and all of this is a must. You know, your portable generators, even work gloves. I even brought down some work gloves so you can see. Get some leather work gloves, you know. In the back, you know, here's my extra lighter, some lantern mantles. You know, these are things that, you know, you're going to throw in your bug out bag or whatever you're going to want. And also, too, get yourself a little bucket. Now, this is the whey milk. This is empty because I've already gone through it. Just stuff, like I said in all my other videos, this is some of the best milk. But here, you guys, this is a waterproof container. So in that container, I can put a lot of that stuff in there, and that will fit really nice in my backpack. So let me show you. This is the kind of backpack that I've got. It's nothing big. All right, it's got all of my stuff in it. You know, that I can put. You know, it's got the big base in the that I can open up. Ugh. And I mean, you can fit a lot in there. At the very bottom is my cat's meow, goes to 20 degrees. This is my heavier duty one, but I've got all this area to where I can put my a rifle or a fishing pole. Make sure that you get a good 3-piece, you know, good pad, because you're going to be hiking. So there's my backpack and some of the stuff that, you know, I would be putting in there. That I've showed you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, also it's lightweight and it's easy for a fire starter to still wool. But you know, there's other things that being ready and having your bug out bag, but other things, let me show you, are these books right here. You know, we need to go back to basics, you guys. You know, back to basics. No more depending on Big Pharma. No more depending on the grocery stores for this medicine, for that medicine. It's all in our backyard. And that's what they don't want us to know. You know? It's kind of crazy how they don't want us to have all natural remedies, because that's bad for you. Well, I think I kind of gone over some stuff. Now, I'm sure there's all kinds of other things that I need to put in my backpack, and that's clothes, you know, so put in some, you know, denim jeans, some socks, some underwear, long sleeve, short sleeve, you know, your rain jackets, you know, things that you'll need to be able to be prepared. If you have to throw that backpack on and go. Or, you know, also, let me shut my back door. Also, you know, these backpacks, boom, if they're all ready and they're in your garage, you can throw them in your truck. You're ready to go, you know. Or if you want to go camping, you know, and you want to go out for at least 3-4 days, you're set. So these are little things, survival tips. You know, I'm not no professional or pro, you know, so I'm going to tell you to, you know, learn how to feel dress your wounds from somebody else, because I don't know how to do that. But hey, this guy's willing to learn, because you never know what when you have to feel dress yourself. But I hope you guys like these videos that I'm doing. Like I said, it's really keeping me sane. I'm still waiting for approval on my foot. I have a feeling that LNI of Washington is going to try to fight it. So say a prayer for me, you know, that they take care of me and they don't not take care of me. So I'm doing these videos to help you out, help me, and get myself prepared, and hopefully get you guys prepared. You know, if you're really interested in the solar generators, please hit the links down below, or get a hold of me by email or phone or text or whatever. Just get a hold of me. So if I can help you, I can help you. But yes, these are some of the things that you'll need in your bug out bag, your day trip bag, your camping trip bag, your survival kit, your survival tote. Make one up. Get one going. Because, you know, I have a camping tote. Everybody in North Idaho that goes camping all the time has a camping tote that has all your supplies. We've done it once, but now let's put a little advance to that and put some of these other things in there. Water purification tablets, you know, these water drinking straws, all of this stuff, you know, because you just never know. All right, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe to my channel, share, do all that good jazz. But let me just give you another one overall. So there's some of the stuff, like I was telling you, that I have that's going in my bag. So let me kind of zoom out. That's not going in my backpack. But if I need to put that in my truck, it's going in my truck. But yeah, so all the stuff that I showed you guys, you know, it's just the little things, you know, being prepared, being ready. God's been telling us this for years and years and years. Get ready. Get right with Him. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love making it. Tell your friends. Like and subscribe. All right. God bless. And we'll see you on the next report. I forgot to add something. So I'm going to put a small little clip at the end of the original video. But I just wanted to show you. Remember that bucket that I was telling you about? Well, let me show you something. Look at all of this. You remember all the stuff that I had on there? So I just started putting stuff in there. So I made sure I have some battery backup, some just regular batteries. I've got lighters of all kinds. I've got the fire starter ones. I've got the whole bag in there, a couple of the straws, and then my own personal headlamps. And then this thing, you know, it's got a battery in there, and you can, you know, hook up a USB, charge your stuff, you know, or recharge other batteries, because these two take the same, these take the same. Now this one, this is batteries. So, But then I put everything in there. You know, I got the little 24-hour or the 2,400 calorie, you know, rations. I threw those in there. So the thing you'd want to do is just make sure all the stuff that needs to stay dry will stay dry. You know, that's so important. Now this, once it's all done, I put the lid on it. Boom, that's watertight, watertight. Then I can just come right over here and I can decide where I'm going to put it in my backpack, how I'm going to put it. So then all my vital stuff is taken care of. I also threw in the mantles, the extra mantles, you know. I would keep the knife, you know, so it's handy. You know, I could probably, you know, see if I could fit. No, those don't fit. But here's the thing. I can still keep those in the watertight container. You know, I could probably throw the filter in there, you know. Maybe I'd want to throw the cord in there instead of the filter. But you see what my point is it's so important to have a watertight bucket or a bag, you know, just so you can keep your stuff dry so that when it comes time, you're not freaking out. Everything's taken care of. It's time to get prepared. It's time to get ready. You know, I'm not saying whatever is going to happen tomorrow or next month or next year or whatever, but this guy's going to be ready. And I hope that you guys are being serious about wanting to get ready too. Like I said, you don't have to get My Patriot Supply. You don't have to get the Bluetti and all that stuff. But it's at least start looking. I'm going to pause for a second. Hold on. At least you can start looking. So I hope this helps. I pray, and I really pray that you're taking this as serious as I am, because, I mean, unless you're not seeing the real news, I mean, look at Palestine and Ohio. That's going to affect millions of people, and those millions of people are you and me. So it's best to be prepared. So you just never know what you're going to get yourself into. It's best to get your house prepared. You know, so if that natural disaster happens, that snowstorm, that rainstorm, those windstorms, it takes your power out, are you prepared? Is your grandmother prepared? Is your aunt prepared? Your uncle? You know, it's all about helping our families and our neighbors, because I guarantee you all my neighbors, they're not prepared, you know. But I guarantee you if something happened and their power went out, I could go over there and I could help them have power and make sure that they're taken care of, because that's what it's all about. All right. I said that all in one breath. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. God bless, and we'll see you on the next report.